I'm Averee Dovsek with Golfweek, here with David Dusek. We are at Southern Hills, the PGA Championship. David, what's 3 things we need to take away from this early action?
Well, certainly the first one, obviously, Averee, is going to be Tiger Woods, his return to golf since playing at the Masters. And what I think we got from Tiger Woods may be one of those things where it was a little bit of wishful thinking, at least in the first round. Tiger went out and shot 2 under for the first couple holes, and everybody was like, this is going to be awesome. But he ended up shooting 74 for the day, 4 over par. He was very loose. He missed a lot of greens in regulation. And when you're playing at a championship venue like Southern Hills, that is a recipe for disaster. Instead of birdie putts and birdie opportunities, he's scrambling to save par, and sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. Tiger Woods needs to hit more greens in reg, get him out of danger more often. We'll see how much also he's able to recover. Tiger didn't talk very much with the media after signing for his card. Basically just wanted to get back, start getting into the ice bath, start getting therapy, and trying to recuperate and get ready for Friday's action. So how much is Tiger Woods going to be able to recover and get himself ready for the second round is going to be the big question.
Yeah, I watched him a little bit today. He definitely looked dialed in. His focus was there, and he really looked sharp. I mean, he wasn't letting the crowd get to him at all, and
Yep.
I think he's in contention for tomorrow.
We'll see. He's just got to tighten up his game a little bit, but it's certainly there. We know it can happen.
Yes, so what's number 2?
So Rory McIlroy, playing alongside Tiger Woods, came out with a bang, made 4 birdies in a row on his front 9, which they started up on the 10th. One of the things that I thought was really interesting that Rory commented on, Averee, was that this is a golf course where he can open it up with the driver. When Rory McIlroy can hit driver and be really aggressive, he gets happy. Like you can see, he's bouncing down the fairways. It's all good. And he was launching that thing all over the place. I wrote down some of the numbers. He hit driver on 11, 354 yards, 378 yards on 13, 378 again on 1, 369 on 5. When you have a weapon like that and you're sitting here at a golf course like this and you can just unleash it, it opens up a world of possibilities. And Rory was really feeling it. There were a couple of par 3s where he made bogey, but he birdied the 2 par 5s. There's only 2 par 5s here at Southern Hills. He made birdie where he was supposed to. Rory getting a good start in a major championship is something we haven't seen in a while.
I think weapon was the perfect word for that.
Yeah, it's definitely, he's bringing a lot of heat with that driver.
Yeah, so what you got for number 3?
So number 3 is the way that Southern Hills is set up and the way that the golf course is playing. It's extremely hot here. The breeze is up. There's a lot of sun. You would think that the golf course would be cooking out, but we're still seeing guys spin balls and stick approach shots, ripping them back. The greens and the fairways are still relatively soft. Now, leading into this week here, there was quite a bit of rain in Oklahoma. It softened up the golf course. We've had a couple of very early morning thunderstorms that really quickly just put a little bit of moisture on these fairways and on these green complexes. And I'm surprised that given the amount of heat and wind and sun that's been on this golf course for the better part of a week now, that it's not running firmer and faster than it is. I would expect it to get more and more difficult, certainly on Friday. We're expecting cooler temperatures on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm really surprised at how much guys have been able to score so far at Southern Hills.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow and through the weekend.
For sure.